Okay, back out at the greenhouse. It's Tuesday, and been about 10 days since I was here. It's very hot, so really the main thing I'm going to do right now is walk down to find the thermometer. It's a little bit not quite as bad right here with some shade. Okay, so there's the tomato that was pulled back, cut back. Seems to be doing okay. Another tomato seems to be doing okay. Pepper seems to have survived all right. Pepper back there, we'll see. The onions are looking pretty good. Got the drip line running next to them. So pepper and pepper and pepper. Looks like the tomato has one tomato on it that I'll pick and bring home. Probably do a much longer, a more detailed video towards the end. Don't know how long I will be out here, but let's walk up this way to find my thermometer. And it says that it is 105 degrees in here. Was 94 earlier, 105, so I'm going to be opening this up and continue to clean things out, and plan to plant some cabbage and maybe cucumbers. Interesting to see the tree. Okay, that's all for now. Need to turn on the fans and get this place cooled down a bit. Okay, done for the day. Cleaned out the tomatoes a lot more, planted some cabbage plants, well, cabbage seeds, dug up some sweet potatoes, but decided that the area was a bit too wet, so pulled the sprinkler hose off of it, moved it back down, and then the next time that I'm back here, I will go ahead and finish digging up that area. So a little bit slower of a walk. Okay, this is the fig tree. It's got buds on it, but only one limb has sprouted out the leaves again. So kind of waiting to see when the rest of the buds come out. Orange tree. Another orange tree. Orange tree. Again, I probably should point out that they are growing quite a bit, so more leaves and branches spreading out a bit. Cara orange trees, which got at a larger size. They have a number of orange buds on them. So hopefully those will be turning into oranges, and we'll be having those, I want to say next fall, but they stay on the tree for a long time is my understanding. We'll have to double check. Second Cara tree. This is the one that was underneath the oranges, or sorry, underneath the cucumbers, sprawling cucumbers earlier this year. It's got a few buds, not nearly as many as the other Cara, but fair amount of growth and going. Banana tree, which is run into the ceiling, and didn't do a very good job of unrolling that leaf. I think what I'm going to have to do next is try and bend it down from a second point to get it to go away from the roof. I have a couple more toe lines or tie downs to do that. Just didn't get around to doing that today. This is the other banana tree. It also is having problems with the ceiling. This one's not tied down yet, or not slanted down, being pulled down, slanted down yet, but I think we're gonna need to do that. And it has a number of smaller ones growing around it, suckers. I say smaller, but honestly they're taller than I am, so that puts them at 6 foot. So I need to probably figure out how try and cut those, at least one of them out, since they are the replacement for this main tree when and if it ever has bananas. Definitely a dead orange tree. Washington navel orange, sprouted, or not sprouted, I'm sorry, I'm tired. You can see the new growth on it, kind of shooting upwards. One of the ruby red grapefruit trees. That is now about, let's say about 4 foot in height. Other ruby red orange tree. I'm sorry, ruby red grapefruit tree. Very tired. Pink lemonade. It's not really doing much. Not sure really whether that one's living or dying. And then lemon lime, Myers lemon, and a lime bush in the corner. Okay, a couple of the sweet potatoes that I pulled up today. I think that largest one is probably going to end up with the chickens, but to give you a feel, it's my hand. So very large, probably going to go to the chickens, but we'll see. And a couple of fair-sized ones that we'll let dry, so probably have 4 or 5. This is the area where I was kind of pulling them out from with the pitchfork. I really decided it was too wet, kept kind of breaking them. So pulled the sprinkler hose and we'll let it try and dry out and get the rest. Strawberry plants, didn't do anything with those today. Some dandelions in the middle. Pepper plants, which trimmed up a little bit but need to do more, and kind of the tomatoes and such on the side are just helping fill where some of the dirt settled. So it looks a bit, I don't know if I'd say more alive or messy than it actually is. Not sure. The potato plant, it's actually looking fairly good now that I know it's a potato and won't rip it out. I'm not sure on the back if those are 2 more back there or not. Didn't get back there to really look at that. Tomatoes that I pruned a bunch, pulled off a bunch of dead. We'll see whether they live or die, whether they produce. If they don't, it's okay. If they do, we'll be happy with that. So it's kind of finished cleaning up this area of tomatoes, pulling out a lot of the dead ones. I say finished cleaned up, but there's still stuff kind of along the back wall to pull back and to see if there are any other tomato vines that I want to try and keep and prop up. Taro had some weeds in it with them, but didn't get to those. Sort of interesting on it is that it's supposed to have one main root and then kind of sprawl, have the side ones out from there. And the side ones, I guess, are the ones that you get in the grocery store. And the main one is fairly big. Hard to say whether they're really doing well or not because I've never grown them. 4 popsicle sticks indicate where I put down some cabbages so we'll see if those grow. 60-day variety. Onions beyond that. And a tomato, we'll be picking that, taking that home with me. And the pepper plants, which I'll walk down there. Prune back these pepper plants. We'll see how well they respond to that. This is the south bed closest to the sun, and then on this side, better look at the onions, kind of growing nicely. The tomato plant that wrapped up to try and see how well it would continue to live. Trimmed pepper plant. Looks like the leaves are coming up nicely. Another one behind that. There. There. That's a tomato. Let's see if it comes back. Pepper, 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 and tomato. Longer distance view of the banana trees. And I think that does it for today. We're supposed to get freezing rain tomorrow and then snow the next day. Temperatures down in the overnight around 0 and highs below freezing for the next couple days. So probably won't be out here for another several days or a couple weeks. We'll see. Have a good day.